Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Teacup Castle. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Lou. You will see beside me is not, in fact, Kai. It's not even a Chelsea fan. We have Ashraf making his debut at Teacup Castle on Spill the Tea Lou. Guys, for those that do not know Ashraf is an Arsenal fan, if you couldn't tell by the jersey behind him. Ashraf's channel is linked in the description. Please do give him a sub if you're not already subbed to him. I know he's an Arsenal fan, but take it easy. He's quite nice. He's reasonably level-headed for the most part. So we're not going to ruin our chill vibes. We're still going to have a chill show this evening. Mohammed, if you're here, don't panic. I see you, Mohammed. Can't join us for the show, but has left all of his score predictions behind. And he was like, please see them. I've seen them. I've starred them. They're with us, Mohammed. Your voice will count. But guys, welcome to the show. Everybody, please do smash a like button on your way in. How are you feeling, Ashraf? Are you nervous to be amongst the teacups? We're crazy.
Yeah, this is a big privilege. Thank you so much for having me, Lou. It's a lot more nerve-wracking than the Chelsea, the Champions League draw we just saw. So nice. It's good to be in that kind of pressure. But hey, listen, I support the best team in England right now, so we're used to handling pressure. Guys, I promise you, I'm not
you're in trouble already.
I promise you, I'm not that arrogant. I had to just do it in the beginning. The problem is that the only few times I've either been, it's my first time on the channel, but the last time I came and commented while you were streaming, and the first thing I commented, I don't even know why I did it, but it was just from the previous day where I said, hey, please glaze my club more, and for those who didn't have context and who thought, oh my God, another arrogant Arsenal fan, it's because the previous day she gave us a kind of teaser to the predictions. She said, oh, I don't want to praise Arsenal, but I have to. And I was like, you know what? This is nice to hear.
It's too late. It's too late. You've ruined your rep here at Teacup Castle. You're like a minute in. You've ruined your rep. Oh, dear.
Unfortunately.
Oh, dear.
First impressions last. I should have kept that in mind.
It's all right. The guys here know I run a tight ship at Teacup Castle. See, rage bait, nonsense, nastiness in the bin. We actually literally, I say that phrase so often, we have a sticker. We have a get in the bin sticker for the members because I say it that often because I just can't be dealing with nonsense. Can't be dealing. We're all grown-ups in a grown-up space and there's other channels if you want to be annoying. Here we're chill. We're chill. We're crazy, but we're chill. But nice. There Tom is testing it out. Get in the bin. Guys, we are, of course, alongside our Premier League predictions, we are going to be doing a little bit of a review of the Champions League draw. As you know, I did not do a watch along because I was far too lazy to listen to everything they were waffling about. But here we are. So we're going to talk about it because nicely they've done a big old list without needing to listen to their drivel. So it's excellent. So we're going to start with Champions League. We'll move into Premier League predictions. I have a kebab waiting for me at the end of it, so we're not going to be 3 hours long. Sorry to disappoint everybody. But before we do all of that, let me say hello to the teacups. I see them filing in nicely. Lucky in the house, promoting Glazers out. As always, we can always rely on Lucky to let us know, remind us, Glazers out. Get them out. Mama Flossie in the house, who was looking forward to Ashraf's debut tonight. So no pressure. We're not adding more pressure.
Big up, Mama Flossie.
Daz in the house as well. We've got Rob Always United. The one and only Sam is back with us, who says no Enzo in the match day squad for Luton, so he's gone. I mean, you would hope so. You would hope so as a Chelsea fan. Sam's a Chelsea fan. She would hope so. Rob says last week's predictions were hopeless. The aim is not to get them right. The aim is never to get them right. The aim is to enjoy them. Have fun. Be delulu. Oh, by the way, Ashraf, safe space. Say all the deluded things you want. Nobody here cares. Just be a fan. It's fine. No, literally nobody cares. Say the thing.
Hey, listen. That's the best part about being here. I always speak my mind, and people call me deluded anyways a lot of times. So don't worry, I fit right in.
I mean, my name is Lou. Delulu. It's clues in the name. Whatever. We don't mind here. What else have we got? Everybody saying welcome, Rob and Sam, making sure you feel welcome to Ashraf, Tom as well. I can say all the words at the same time. Hader says you guys have a crazy draw. So we're going to speak about that in just a moment. Have I got everyone? No, there's a Cash as well. Hello to a Cash. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I like to say hello. I like to say hello to our wonderful people at the start. All boxed up. Hello to you. Mickey, if you're going to keep coming in, torturing me about collabs when I've already said no, you will be removed. Please stop asking me when I've said no more than once. It's a little bit embarrassing at this point. Harold, the fever won't go away. Harold, I hope you weren't working today. I hope you were resting, Harold. Harold works as a driver, okay? Harold sometimes drives 1,200 kilometers in a day, right? He's very sick at the minute, so all of our love to Harold, because he works so bloody hard. Hello to Shar. Shar in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The final boss in the house, who says welcome. Ash says welcome. You've got loads of welcomes. Martinez to Chelsea. Here we go. Is that out? Is that official?
Yeah, yeah. David Ornstein and Fabrizio both. Yeah.
I literally just have been off the internet. I haven't looked. To be fair, it makes complete sense. They've bought a new first team keeper at Villa. They need to get rid of him because they've got Suzuki. Chelsea definitely need a new keeper. I mean, I just don't rate him that highly, but I mean,
yeah, me neither. I don't know if he improves them that much. I get it. Like, you have to move on from Robert Sanchez, but
yeah, but you want someone who's drastically better.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And he also makes a lot of errors now. This is not Martinez from 4 or 5 years ago.
No. I don't like his attitude. I don't really think he's that reliable. I think he's been looking for a move for multiple seasons now. And I mean, Juventus moved away from him because he was too expensive. I mean, is that what you want? But Villa are making some unusual signings this window, and they're doing some weird things. Aussie Ange in the house. Hello to Aussie Ange. Hello to Huge. Everybody sending their best to Tom. Okay. No, we've got it. We've got it. We're ready. I was just... I like to welcome the people because they spend their time, they wait it out, they're here, and I'm not normally on time, so this is like a treat for everybody that I'm on time. You've obviously been a good influence. Let us speak. So let us start with you guys, because my list is in alphabetical order, which means Arsenal are at the top. I'm only looking, by the way, guys, at Premier League teams. I'm not looking at all the teams. We're not doing that because then
we're not going to do it for Slavia Prague and stuff. Sorry, guys.
Let's be real, okay? So Arsenal have Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Real Betis, Lille, Napoli, Sabah. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And Slavia Prague.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling? Obviously, the big hitters at the top, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Borussia Dortmund, not exactly a teeny team. Real Betis is probably where it starts to fall off then a little bit. Lille, Napoli, Sabah, Slavia.
Two of those teams beat us in preseason. This preseason, Betis and Dortmund. Funny enough, so it is gonna be an interesting game. Obviously, this is gonna be a much harder game for them than it was in the preseason.
Yes,
but Madrid and Bayern are the actual big ones. To be fair, even Napoli away, I'd say Napoli away also could be a bit tricky, right?
Well, they were coming to Kevin De Bruyne. They've got McTominay. They've got all of the ex-Prem players. They've got everybody.
Yeah, look, they're a decent team. I think they finished second, if I'm not wrong, last season in the Serie A.
They did well, I think.
So yeah, they obviously they're and they just won the Serie A 2 seasons ago, so they're definitely a decent team. Look, I am very excited with the draw. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't want us to just have an easy run. And to be fair, it's very difficult to have an easy run in the group stage because you have to, like, they set it in such a way where you will play against some difficult teams. And look, Madrid at home, I just hope we continue our record against them. We are undefeated against them in 4 games in the Champions League.
All right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. And look, funny, it's crazy to say that Madrid coming to play against Arsenal, and Arsenal are actually the favorites for that game. Obviously, A, because it's at home for us, but also B, because we have just been better than them the last 2 seasons. I mean, obviously, we played them 2 seasons ago and we won 5-1 on aggregate. And they have obviously a good team, good new signings. I love the transfer window that they've had. I think it's a very, very good transformative transfer window. We'll wait and see how Mourinho works out with them. But very, very, that'll be an interesting game. And then Bayern away is probably the most difficult game. because you're going away to the Allianz Arena. Bayern are not going to make it easy. They're one of the favorites for the Champions League. But I think if we have a good team, or majority of our team, then I think we will give them a very, very difficult game.
I think as well, Real Madrid, Spanish teams in general, I think are considered quite flashy. Whereas Bayern Munich, and this is a complete just blanket statement, so it's obviously just doesn't apply to everybody. But I feel like the German teams, they feel more like chill. They feel more like stable. They're not as flashy. They're not as, like, you're always hearing about Real Madrid. You're always hearing about Barcelona, Atleti this summer. There's always like drama, stardom, like aura, like Jose Mourinho's comeback. There's always like a little something happening in Spain. Whereas I feel like Germany, they just like potter along there. Like nobody really pays them much attention. Everyone knows Bayern's a good team. And like, it's just less flashy, more like workmanship. And I think sometimes, as you say, that's more difficult to beat. When you said Arsenal are the favourites against Real Madrid, I did have a moment where I was like, are they? And then I was like, are they? And I'm thinking about it now. I would struggle to pick a favourite. I understand your logical reasoning. What you'll find throughout this show, it's not fact-based. It's vibes. It's how I feel when I look at something, okay? Sometimes I'll have a reason. Sometimes it's just an impression, okay? So you're just it's part of it. I think it's probably even. I probably don't think I would put either as a favourite. I think, yes, obviously you being at home, but again, it probably is that bit of Real Madrid has aura. You know, it's Real Madrid's Real Madrid. When you look at it in a sensible way like you did, and you actually look at kind of the logical side of it, the factual side of it, maybe you are the favourites. But in my head, when I go Arsenal, Real Madrid, I don't go Arsenal are the favourites. Do you know what I mean? And that's, I suppose, what you are contending with as well. Whereas you're probably right. Bayern's probably harder, but it feels more doable just because they're less flashy.
Yeah, it's funny, but the funny thing is, at least since the change in the format of the Champions League, Bayern have been a much better team in both Champions League rounds, but also especially in the group stage. Last season, I mean, they finished second. They only lost to us, and I think they won every other game. Madrid have struggled in last season and the season before, where they had to play the playoff. And I think both their playoffs were against Man City, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, exactly. So I don't think they always start the best. Now, obviously, they have more game changers than us. That's a no-brainer. They have Vinny, they have Bellingham, they have Mbappe, and we don't have the kind of game changers that they do. But then in the end, I think that's where we got the better of them 2 seasons ago. There was a lot of focus on individual brilliance, whereas our team played more like a team, and there was a lot more structure. There was a lot more organization. Look, again, Mourinho obviously is I do think his time is done. I'm not going to lie, but I think for the issues they've had over the last 2 years, he was the right signing or the right hire, mainly because they had a lot of ego issues and people who didn't want to do the right thing for the team. And I think he's the kind of person who could come in and demand that respect and say, I am the guy leading this now, not you.
I think also it got to the point where I felt like, very much what you're saying there, I felt like the inmates were running the asylum, and I think he's crazier than all of the other inmates, essentially.
Exactly.
is where it comes. Exactly. And I can see
like
that's the narrative in the chat as well. Like, all boxed up is saying, remember this time around it's Mourinho's Real Madrid. I can see some of the Arsenal fans are then saying, you know, well, it's Mourinho's fall off, he's not the Mourinho of old, etc., etc. I do think, just taking Arsenal away for a minute, but just looking at Real Madrid, I very much agree with you. I think he was exactly what they needed at exactly that moment. I think it had just all spilled over, and he's gone, no, push it all back inside the box and do what you're told. So I think it'll be a very good thing. Like I said, it's not that I make them favourites, it's that I find it difficult to pick a favourite, because I reluctantly do have to admit, you guys have drastically improved, and I'm very much someone who says consistently it's not always about having the best parts, it's about how they fit together. Like the whole is greater than the sum of the parts kind of thing. So that's something I speak about often. I worked in HR for a long time. I worked in training. I worked in this kind of, oh god.
No, wait.
HR voice.
that was a compliment because I think you
Okay.
know how to like show good empathy and actually get an understanding from the other person. It's not a bad thing. It's a compliment.
You should have seen me in a disciplinary. There wasn't so much empathy in there. That went out the window. But yes,
I've seen it a little bit with Foodie Judge Mo as well, so it's good.
Oh, don't interrupt me when I speak. You can tell I'm used to being in charge. But anyway, yeah. So I think, look, overall, I think yous will be fine. Like, yous are going through. You're going to be clear, aren't you?
Yeah.
Next
I
one is
think so.
Aston
I
Villa.
think from Betis downwards, we should win all our games, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think overall you're fine. So nothing really to stress about. 2 good games, 1 at home. I do think that's a big deal. If you had to choose one of them to have at home, it would be Real Madrid. If you had to pick Bayern Munich at home or Real Madrid at home, I would have picked Real Madrid. Like if you had the option.
Oh, it's the opposite for me.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, tell us.
I think Bayern at the Allianz Arena is a more difficult game to play, especially at the group stage, than a Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid in the knockout stages at their ground, yes, that's a nightmare. And yes, I know we played there 2 seasons ago and we won, but obviously they're probably going to be a lot better this season. But in the group stage, I think Bayern take the group stage way more seriously than every other team. Bayern are the kind of team that will play a game, and if they can win 10-0, they will go for 10-0. They will not slow down.
Yeah.
And when they're playing at home...
I think of the fans, and I just feel, maybe it is that's... I'm tearing them all with the same brush again. Sorry, Spanish people. Like, I just feel like they're a little bit more prone to hooliganism. They're a little bit more like
Bayern or
no,
Madrid?
Real Madrid. Real Madrid are a little more like chaotic. They're fans. And I do think the fans are important in the atmosphere. And I think if you can take that away from them, do you know what I mean? I understand what you're saying. I just think take some of their chaos away because I think they feed off it. And if they don't have it, you know what I mean?
But this is why I said it depends on the round. Because see, in the group stage, City beat them last season at their ground. But then when they played them in the knockout stages, it was a whole different conversation. They got slapped 3-0. But when they played them at the group stage, they won 2-1 and they were the better team. I know Madrid were missing a few players then. Whereas Bayern, I think playing them away is never easy. PSG, the best team in the world, played them last season away and they struggled there. Obviously, they ended up getting a draw 1-1. But my point is they really struggled. Whereas I can see PSG going to the Bernabeu and win. Obviously, Barcelona does do it quite often. I think Bayern could go to the Bernabeu and win as well. In fact, they won. They went to the Bernabeu last season and they won 3-2. So, hey, but you never know. I could be wrong there as well.
I think Bayern Munich just feel more understated. Whereas Real Madrid are more like, we're here, let's go. And sometimes that's what it is. Tom, 4 months a member, officially a teacup for 4 months, is welcoming a cash into our chat, and I presume you onto our panel.
Big up, Tom. Your super chat last time at Foodie Judge Mo created quite a stir. Quite a debate.
Do you know what that is?
Assassinating characters.
The guys in here know I'm very much like, my opinion's my opinion. And I don't care who's saying the opposite. Like, if that's my opinion, I'm not going to agree or disagree with anybody because I know them. In fact, I'm probably more prone to disagree because I know them. So that was like a red flag to a bull when he was like, you're only saying that because it's your... I was like, how dare you? Who do you think you are? And then I have to remember I'm on somebody else's channel and I have to be like a normal human being. I have to like rein that in a little bit. What I do here is fine because it's my problem. But like what I do with somebody else, I'm like, oh, Foodie Judge Mo has us on the normal people panel. We have to act like normal people sometimes.
Act like normal people, exactly. We can't go crazy.
At least pretend.
It depends on who he brings on, so yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. Imagine me and Paz on the same. And to be fair, we've actually some of Paz's subscribers in there. But can you imagine me and Paz on the same channel? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that might
it
be
would
chaos.
be rage bait and yelling and things breaking.
Do you not think maybe it would go the other way? Maybe we would have a very rational grown-up conversation.
See, Paz can do both. I mean, he says that as well. He can do both. Yeah. But I think it also depends on your stance on your team. So if you say something like, I don't expect United to challenge, to be fair. As long as we finish top 4, I'm fine. He will go the other way around then because he will push the agenda. No, but you can't expect to be top 4 with all the money you spent. Then it'll go different.
That stuff that works with some other people, that just doesn't work with me. Because what happens immediately, and I don't mean to do it, right? So before, I was a trainer. Obviously, I worked in HR, but even before that, like I used to volunteer with like Girl Guides and Brownies. Like I was like a group leader for like the kids and stuff. And so immediately when somebody like is naughty, I'm like, don't you do that? I can't help it. I don't mean to. It just comes out. So when somebody starts being ridiculous, I'm like, stop that. But no, I like Paz. I find Paz, though, on his own channel is much more chill. Much more chill.
Yeah, of course. Because he has no one there to get riled up by or to try and rile up, to be fair.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think Heather said it here. Like, I watched the show with Mo today where he had touchline, fair. But there were two very calm, collected other fans. One Chelsea fan and one Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
And bro, the way he tried to rage bait the Chelsea fan was... And honestly, I was listening to it and I was like, I know what Paz is doing. But to be honest, the Chelsea fan was right. So
see, the Stamford Sink is that guy's channel. I can't think of his first name right now. But his channel is the Stamford Sink. And he's very chill. He's very chill.
He is. And I like his logic. His logic made a lot of sense. Yeah.
Mama Flossie, thank you very much to Mama Flossie, who says, welcome to Teacup Castle, Ashraf. The first of many visits, hopefully. See, you've turned around that first impression already.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Mama Flossie.
It's more like a mug than a teacup, but it's the only thing I have right now. So
mine's the size of my head nearly.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Mine is massive.
I keep backup just in case. Don't worry. No. You're amongst the teacups. You have as big a mug as you want. But let us go to the next team. But thank you very much to Mama Flossie. Very, very kind.
Big up, Mama Flossie.
So there is Aston Villa. We'll come back to them if we have time. Liverpool have not a bad run.
It's a very favorable draw, honestly.
Atletico, Inter. And they've got Atletico at home, by the way. So what I said about like the Spanish team stands there. Inter, Porto, Club Brugge, Villarreal, Fenerbahce, which I'm glad we did not get Fenerbahce because that's where Mason Greenwood is right now. So I'm glad we did not get Fenerbahce. That would have been messy. Lens and Lask. So I think that's a very favourable draw.
Extremely.
Very favourable.
Honestly. I could be wrong. I feel even last season they had a decent draw. I could be wrong. I can't remember exactly, but
I ignored the Champions League last season because we weren't in it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I just didn't look. I don't know. I'll take your word for it.
Sore memories. But yeah, it is because the two difficult games they have are Atleti and Inter. Obviously, Atletico is at home. Inter Milan, well, look, they're decent, but they're an Italian team, and Italian teams generally don't do that well against English teams. And if I'm not wrong, Liverpool played them last season and won. I think so. We played them as well at their ground and won. So it was that. I don't know if Inter Milan will. Maybe there'll be a challenge. Villarreal, another Spanish team, but also at home, also at Anfield. Fenerbahce is away, so that'll
be spicy. I think because it's away.
Just from an atmosphere perspective, exactly. Turkish fans know how to make a game at their ground very, very hostile. And I think Club Brugge, Lesk, and Lens, they'll win all those games. But Porto as well at Anfield, I just don't see it, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
I have to say, I think if they don't go through, that's on them, essentially.
Yeah, if they don't finish top 8, I think that's crazy. They have to finish top 8 comfortably. Yeah, because they should be winning, without exaggeration, they should be winning 6 of those games with no issues. Lens, Porto, Villarreal, and Atletico Madrid, I think they should be winning. I would even say Club Brugge, but sometimes away games could be a bit tricky. But they should be winning 6 of those games easy.
I don't know about Atletico. I'd probably give them more chance against Inter than Atletico. Either way, I think we probably agree Fenerbahce could be the hardest just because of the atmosphere. It's just the atmosphere.
I mean, they lost last season, if you remember, to Galatasaray twice in Turkey, in the group stage and in the knockout stages. Obviously, Fenerbahce is not as good as Galatasaray, but regardless, the atmosphere still stands.
Yeah, so I think, look, for Liverpool, that's as good of a draw as you can hope for in a Champions League, personally.
Agreed.
Then we get to Manchester City.
Oh, we're not doing Chelsea? Okay.
Oh, they're not on my list. Why are they not on my list?
Yeah, I know, I'm joking, because Chelsea didn't qualify, Lou. Oh. It was a joke.
Sure, they're not even in Europe. I'm like, why? I was just like, C comes before M. Yeah, but I didn't go like they're not in the competition. I was like, you're right. C comes before M.
And L. It's okay.
Vibes. We don't need to do facts.
Exactly.
Alphabets.
Exactly.
Vibes. That's all it's about.
Just vibes. That's it. Just vibes.
Manchester City, PSG, Barcelona, Sporting, Porto, Napoli, Leipzig, Athens, Lens. Now, the big one obviously is not PSG, it's Barcelona. It's Rodri.
I don't, 100%. I don't see them winning away from home to Barcelona. Barcelona at home is a terrifying beast to go up against. Funny enough, I think they could lose at home to PSG as well.
Me too.
Because PSG, this is a cheat code that they have. I've never once subscribed to this notion that people had years ago about the reason why Bayern and PSG struggle in the Champions League because their league is not as competitive. That's absolute BS. It always was an advantage. Yeah, and it always is an advantage to have less competition in your league when you're that big because you get to rest players because you don't get burnt out as much. These PSG players have their starting 11 players play like 10, 15 league games in a season, right? And I think PSG
also they rearrange their leagues around like
correct, yes,
yeah,
especially so France. France.
They were doing it flat to the mat last year for PSG. It was actually for playing you guys. They moved like fixtures. Saw
exactly.
That.
By the way, and look, that I get it in England that doesn't exist because every team has their own tribalism and they're like, they wish that on the downfall of the other rivals. But in France, it's not the same mentality. Like the other clubs will want PSG to win it. Like they don't have that kind of same thing. So PSG before they play Man City will probably rest their players in the league game.
Yeah,
they'll probably play half their starters and rest the main attackers and stuff. So very interesting draw. Very interesting.
Now I see Ash there. Ash is saying, but apparently City gets all the easiest draws. Well, not this time. This time so far, that's not Liverpool.
Season,
No, so far that's Liverpool. Now, what I will say is I think the rest of the games are winnable, even for where City are at, because the rest of the games are Sporting, Porto, Napoli, Leipzig, Athens, Lens.
Yeah.
I would expect even this City to beat all the rest of them. PSG, Barcelona, I think they probably lose both of them. So I don't think they've got the easiest draw, definitely. But I think the rest of the games are very winnable, even for an off-peak City, is what I would say.
100%. Yeah, they played Napoli last season as well. I think they won 2. Porto away could be a bit tricky. Playing away in Portugal is not an easy place to go to, for sure.
Look, there can always be surprises. You can never say for sure. And I think, for any team to be in the Champions League, you can never just say, like, count them out. But I think if you ask me who's the favourite in those matches, I'm probably saying City. Do you know 100%. What I mean? That's kind of where I'm at. That does bring us to Man United.
Hey, welcome back.
No, I don't want to be back. Bayern Munich.
Honestly, your fixtures are not bad. Yeah,
Bayern Munich. You've just told me how amazing they are for 10 minutes.
No, but wait. Your aim is to qualify, correct? So if your aim is to qualify, remember Spurs finished 4th or 5th last season in the group stage games. If your aim is to qualify,
do you know how many players Spurs have? Honestly, do you know how many players they have? Bajillions.
But I know, but you're a better team than Spurs were last season. So if I look at you have what? Bayern at home.
Bayern and then Atletico away.
Atletico away, that's difficult.
That's very difficult.
Correct. Roma at home, I think you should win that. Roma is not that great. Sporting away could be tricky, I'm not going to lie.
I think that's more likely to be tricky for us than for City. Especially given
I agree.
We took their manager, you took their best player. They don't like England right now. We're a bit of their problem. That could be a wonky one.
And Sporting at their ground are a very difficult team to beat. Like teams usually go there and lose. Leipzig, you've got Leipzig at home, you should win that.
Should be fine.
Villarreal away, another Spanish team. That's difficult. Yeah, that is difficult.
Yeah, but we should. My problem is I thought we would beat Hull, Ashraf. So how do I predict us to win against anybody? We went out last year, we lost to Grimsby. This season, we've lost to Hull, right? And they played exceptionally well. I'm not taking away from them. But how can I possibly say the team that lost to Grimsby and to Hull is going to go and beat anybody in the Champions League? I mean, look, if I'm just being not negative, I feel like we should beat Como. We should beat Sabah because bless them, I've never heard of them. We should beat Roma. We should beat Leipzig. I would like to think we would beat Villarreal and Sporting.
I don't see you beating Como. I'm not gonna lie. Como away at their ground.
Away from me.
Yeah,
I've only got a little bit, Ashraf. Don't ruin it.
I think you win. Look, I think you win 4 of those games. So you beat Leipzig, you beat Sabah. I think you beat Roma.
Okay.
Actually, I only think you win 3 of those games.
Yeah, thanks, Ashraf.
I think you win 3 and no, I think you win 3 and you draw 1, and then I don't know what happens to the. I definitely don't see you beating Bayern.
No,
you could beat Atletico Madrid. You never know. No,
it's
you never know.
You could, though.
Yeah, because if they won't have.
We
Alvarez,
might beat
probably.
Atletico, but we won't beat Como. Ashraf.
No, because honestly, Como. First of all, I think with Atletico losing Alvarez and some of the stuff going on, like sometimes that could be a bit disruptive. Whereas Como, Fabregas is doing a fantastic job with them. They're obviously they're spending money, but people think that Como is not spending. They're the highest spenders in Italy in the last couple of years, and they play a very, very good attacking football. Honestly, like really good attacking football. Which
Tom is getting in on the act. He agrees with Ashraf. I don't think we beat Como, so stop.
I'm sorry, Tom. Honestly,
do we even qualify? Like, how many?
If you
have to be in the top 8 to auto qualify, and then what's it?
Correct.
7 to 24.
24. Yeah, 24.
Yeah, because then you have to do a playoff, and
correct.
Like, I'll be honest, Ashraf, I'm not confident. Like, and to be fair, if I'm being really fair about it, I don't think this is an exceptionally hard draw either. Bayern Munich is very difficult. I think Atletico was hard. But if I was looking at this draw for Arsenal or for Liverpool or for City, I'm not thinking of it as hard as I'm thinking of it against Man United. And I think that's more about where we are than it's not an exceptionally hard draw. It's not as easy as Liverpool's, just because Bayern Munich. But it's not particularly, I wouldn't put it really it's not even as hard as City's. Like PSG Barcelona is harder. And the rest of the teams are much of a muchness. So I actually think we're probably the second easiest draw so far. And I'm still not 100% confident we get out of it, which is a problem.
I think if you win one of your first 2 games, Bayern or Atletico, I think you definitely qualify.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if you win one of those first 2 games, the thing is, look, Bayern is at home, and United usually do well in this kind of atmosphere against teams that, because I'm assuming against Bayern, you're going to sit back and hit them on the counter, which they are susceptible to. I mean, you can't dominate possession against Bayern. There's no way. They will not let you do that.
We're stupid enough to try, though, Ashraf. You have to understand, we don't have all of this up here.
You will get ripped apart if that happens.
Let me try and not be dramatic, okay? So, I think we lose to Bayern and Atletico. Let's just say we lose them. I think we can beat Roma.
Yeah, I think you will.
Sporting will be difficult, but I think we can beat them.
I think you draw that game, but yeah, okay.
Leipzig,
you should win.
I feel like we should win, but then am I just underestimating everybody? Villarreal, I do think we should win. I know they're a Spanish team, but I do think we should beat Villarreal.
You beat them a couple of seasons ago, I remember, yeah.
Sabah, we should win. They're not a known
100%.
team. I think we should beat Como, but you and Tom have me panicking now. You said me stressing.
I think if Como was at your ground, I would have said yes. I don't look. They might not win, but if I had to say the most likely scenario, I'd say they win. Second most likely is the draw, and then third most likely is you winning. By the way, I could be wrong. I just feel like United going. Yeah, Como first time in the Champions League. The atmosphere at their ground, the football they play, the spirit they're in. Like I just think they'll be.
It sounds like Hull after coming back into the Premier League. You're killing me here.
Yeah, but they play way better football than Hull. So.
But that's my point. So all the things, but better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we're probably going to have to play a knockout game.
Maybe.
Is where I think we're at.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't lie. I'd be shocked if you make it. Hold on.
It is in Como. Man United are away. Yeah. It is in Como. Well, okay, not in Como, the city. It's not at Old Trafford. Come on.
It's away, Heather. We just checked it.
Yeah, it's not at Old Trafford, which is what we're talking about. Shem says, I think Como had an outstanding season last season and took everyone by surprise. I don't think they can do that again this season, which is a fair counter. I don't know, because I just didn't watch them, so I have no idea. But it has been known where a team does really well and then maybe doesn't do quite as well the next season.
That's true, but again, the difference, Shem, is as I said, they have spent money. They're, I think, the highest or second highest spenders in Italy in the last couple of years, and they are not just there because the other teams were crap. They have the highest possession, I think, in the Serie A. They have the second most goals after Inter Milan. Inter Milan just were insane, and obviously they won the league for a reason. In most of the attacking and possession metrics, they were leading the Serie A, and that's because of the style of football they play. We played them obviously in preseason, but I have watched 4 or 5 of their games in the Serie A last season because I was trying to keep tabs with. Because honestly, maybe this is embarrassing to admit, but I was not confident that we would win the league at some point last season. And I was like, if we don't win the league, Arteta has to go. And I want Fabregas, so I was watching Fabregas quite often.
I think that's just good research.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And because they played that kind of football, that football is sustainable, right? Because he's got like Spanish players in his team to try to keep possession. He has players in his team that know how to dominate possession and beat the press and all that kind of stuff. So I think it is sustainable. But look, a good thing for you, I guess, is it's the last game of your group stage. So if you need to win to qualify, then maybe
we'll crumble because we panic under pressure.
I mean, that's when you'll really be tested, to be fair. So let's see.
Football Heritage says, and Como have 0 Italian players. They're mostly Spanish ballers. I'll be honest, exactly. I'm sticking with Shem. You and Tom and Football Heritage could all just be in your own little Como gang. Me and Shem, we're in the positivity brigade, okay? And we're going to beat Como away, right? Because we have no other choice.
The funniest thing could happen, guys, because we've seen it sometimes happen. Like last season, remember Chelsea drew to Karabag. The funniest thing could happen if somehow United do not beat Sabah. That will be.
Don't say that.
The funniest
Ashraf.
thing.
You're not supposed to just rain all over my parade.
Nah, you listen. You
Hold
told
on,
me from the beginning.
Let's go back to Arsenal. I've changed my mind of some of your fixtures. Let's go back. Sorry. Real Madrid lose. Bayern Munich lose. Borussia Dortmund draw. And Sabah you have as well. So maybe they'll take 2 scalps. Maybe they'll start with you and work their way down in alphabetical order.
Listen,
so how's about that?
We're a lot more established in the Champions League, at least recently. Obviously, I know we have.
I was going to say, just qualify that with recently, right?
Yeah. No, recently. To be fair, like even the first season we qualified. Well, I forgot how many seasons we've been here for. The first 2 seasons before they started this new stupid format, we obviously did really well. We topped our group, and then when they started this format, the first year we finished 3rd. And then the second year, which was last year, we won every single game and topped the group. So Arteta's formula clearly works in the Champions League.
I know maybe this is your fall-off season. I was very fair. I regret that immediately. I think we're going to lose to Sabah as well.
I didn't say you would lose.
Me, I'm going to get beat by Como and Sabah. I'm sorry.
No. That's not what I said. I'm going to repeat what I said. I said it would be the funniest thing.
No, it would not. Incorrect. It would be funny.
Guys,
what would be funny about that?
For any rivals in the comments, do you just tell me, agree or disagree? Do you agree that it would be hilarious if United draw to Sabah? I'm not saying it'll happen.
Teacups, I'm warning you. Do not follow his lead. He's going in the dungeon after this show.
Would it be funny or not? I'm just saying, would it be funny or not? But if you ask me what I think
ready. Bash these surfers.
What I think will happen, though, honestly, thank you, Akash. Exactly. What I think will happen is...
You know Akash is new here. We haven't cowed him yet into obedience.
Awesome,
not yet.
Big up, Akash. What I do think will happen, honestly, I think you will beat Roma. You will beat Leipzig. You will beat Sabah. I think you will draw to Sporting away from home. And honestly, I could see you beating Villarreal, but I don't think it'll be that easy. Like, I think it depends on what... Because Villarreal also like up and down. It depends which Villarreal show up.
I think we're going to need to play a qualifier match. I essentially think that's where we're at. I think Arsenal should finish in the qualifiers automatically. I think as should City, because while they do have 2 difficult games, the rest are very winnable for them. I think Liverpool.
So should Liverpool.
They should qualify. I think United probably are going to need to play a qualifying match. That's where I think we're at. That's where we're going. Tom is back with us, who says, Como don't have the best team on paper, but chemistry and tactics beats talent. I agree, to be fair. Look at Bodo Glimt. Harold will be delighted with that reference. Como have maybe the best in the world. That's
they have excellent chemistry, honestly. I wouldn't say it's the best chemistry in the world, but the best tactics in the world. Look, Fabregas is a great coach, but he's not up there yet. But he definitely will. There's no way Fabregas doesn't manage a massive team like soon. But
I think it's going to happen with Company as well. I think before long, like I know he's managing a massive team, but I think before long he comes to the Prem. I think a season or two. I actually think if Maresca doesn't work out this season, Company might be next summer. If I was City, that's what I would do. That's what I would do.
It depends. Harold, what if Luis Enrique is available? They would definitely take Luis Enrique.
I think, but that goes. You're going back to star power. Like it's glamour. It's known. It's more proven. I would say not necessarily the best option though. I'm very like I'm almost like biased against that because so many people go for the aura and the star power, and I'm just like, I don't want that. I don't want what everyone else has. I want something different. So I actually think like I just think if Maresca doesn't work out, don't go for like another star power known quantity. Like he's doing a really good job at a really big club. And I know it's very different to come and do it at City in the Premier League. But that's what I would do. Think outside the box, City. Don't go for the obvious.
It would
option.
be Pep 2.0, honestly. Like this is the best replacement they could have for Pep. It'll be the same philosophy, same mindset, same style. He'll probably bring more hunger because when Pep has been winning all these years, the hunger could die off. We saw it die off in the last 2 seasons. He will literally bring that hunger right from the beginning because he's starting fresh. So I hope it doesn't happen because it means trouble for all of us.
Oh yeah, I hope they keep Maresca as long as possible. Keep him for 5 years. He has a contract. You should honor it. Exactly. In terms of Aston Villa, because we're going to go to score predictions next. In terms of Aston Villa, the PSG problem, Barcelona problem, Borussia Dortmund problem.
They should win that.
I don't think so. Have you seen their squad? Their squad is thin. And I know, but they've also got Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. Both of them.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Galatasaray is away. But Fenerbahce is at home. They should win that. Look, they've signed Nicolas Jackson, so they have a better attack now. Although
they have 3 centre backs and Garnacho on the wing, and that's it.
I think they will. I think they will sign at least one more defender before the season ends.
They have to sign about 5 more players. There's only 4 days left.
Yeah, true. I
don't.
But,
maybe
you saw them against.
I just don't see it.
No, and you saw them against PSG in the Super Cup, right? Like they didn't get slapped; they lost 2-1, and it was 1-1 at some point.
Yeah, but they've lost so much. Like they're 3 centre backs. They've got Victor Lindelof, Tyrone Mings, and Pau Torres. That's their 3 centre backs in the Champions League.
They need one more for sure, at least.
They need all 3 new ones. Like on their wing, then, they've got the guy who's going to Ajax, Leon Bailey. He's going to Ajax. Behind him, they've got an 18-year-old called Allison. On the left, they've got Garnacho, and I believe nobody. And then they've just brought in Nicolas Jackson, and they have the 17-year-old. But they've got rid of both of their strikers to bring in, like, to have Jackson
Manzambi and Maggio. Manzambi and Maggio are amazing, but obviously
Manzambi's a midfielder. He's a midfielder.
Yeah.
Because he was going to Newcastle. But no, he's good. But I mean, he's not going to help them on the wing or a centre back or striker. Do you know what I mean? True. I just think they're threadbare. I would probably give them the win against Viking.
No, I don't. Come on, I think they'll win more than just Viking. I think they beat Viking. I think they beat Slavia. I think they beat Dortmund away because I don't think Dortmund away will travel that well. They've got Goretzka, who's got Champions League winning experience and quality and all that. So their midfield will obviously be stronger. Emery knows how to do well in Europe, to be fair.
Yeah, but he's not like a magician. he's like
he's not. He's
so
not.
Much he
Look,
can do.
If they sign nobody from here till the end of the transfer window, which I know is in 4 or 5 days, then 100% I'll agree. But I don't see that happening. I genuinely think they'll sign at least 2 more players.
But who? Like they've been looking at.
I don't know.
Rafael Leão.
Goretzka for me came out of nowhere.
He was, I think, out of nowhere pretty much.
That's a 6 signing if they make it happen.
But how many more of them are they going to get? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
how many more do they get?
If they get Leão and get 1 more centre back, I think that's good enough to qualify, at least to the qualifiers of the Champions League. Look, the reality is they're not going to finish top 4. They're not going to finish top 5. I don't know. For Villa, I think he works.
No, I mean, I don't like him as a human being. He came out after the World Cup and said that all the women can stop pretending to like football now the World Cup's over and like essentially go back to the kitchen. So I'm not a fan. Yeah. And it's just, Villa seem to be bringing in those kind of disruptive personalities. Like they've brought Garnacho as well, who was the same. Like they're a real mixed bag. Like they've brought, the names escape me. They've brought people that don't seem like that seem fine, but they just seem a bit messy. I would give them Viking, and I'll give them Slavia Prague, and I'll give them Club Brugge. I'm absolutely not giving them either of the Turkish teams, and I'm not giving them Barcelona or PSG.
You think Fenerbahce at Villa Park could win? I don't see that, honestly.
Until I see them buy an actual, like a decent quality player, absolutely.
Yeah, but Fenerbahce, even with the current team, Fenerbahce doesn't have their quality, nor their experience, nor their manager.
I think those are your centre backs, any combination of those centre backs, I just don't see it. I think they can be got at. I just don't have confidence in Villa. I need to see more from them.
Look, I wish they're in the dumps because we play them next on Monday, and I hope we absolutely slap them. So I hope all their signings come.
So you want me to be right?
Yeah. I definitely want you to be right, at least until we play them. Once we play them, by all means, I want them to be the best team after that, so that they can get points of the other teams. But let's see. I don't know. Like I feel like they'll end up making some signings, and so far, some of the signings they've made, like Majo, like Manzambi, obviously Nicholas Jackson, I don't think he's a bad player, and Goretzka, I think definitely strengthen their team. 100% if they don't get a centre back, they're in big trouble. But I cannot fathom that happening with and a winger as well. And a winger as well. I think they will get a winger too. Worst case scenario, they can play McGinn on the right. They are linked with Jack Grealish, who apparently is choosing between Everton or Villa.
I saw earlier he picked Everton. I saw the story saying he was picking, and then I saw, hold on, I'll tell you who said it because that might impact if people believe it. Let me find it because I saw it that he was picking, and then I saw he had picked. That. So, where'd it go?
Fair enough if he did. I thought he'd go back to his home club. That's crazy.
Fabrizio said Everton, but let me see. There was another tweet that specifically said he was picking. Now he is picked. Ben Jacobs. So this, I know not everybody believes Ben Jacobs. Jack Grealish has decided he wants to join Everton if he leaves Manchester City. Grealish also has interest from former clubs. So he's aware of the interest. He's decided he wants to join Everton. And it was after that Fabrizio came out and said Jack Grealish in talks over Everton return. So that seems to be the way it's going to go.
That's mad. I would have thought he would have picked Villa just for the
like, yes, I have this news. I've got it bookmarked. Yes, that is Ash. That is it. They're talking about Njai going the other way. I thought Njai would have been really good for you guys. And they're
Njai going to City.
Yeah.
That's why they don't need a winger. That's mad.
Yes, they do.
They have Doku on the left.
Injured Doku. And behind him is Grealish.
He's injured for a few. No. Of course they should get.
Their wingers are Semenyo, Doku, Jack Grealish, and a young man by the name of
Makadu.
Yeah. So they've got 3 wingers. If they move Jack Grealish somewhere else, they've got 2 wingers. Of course they need a winger.
Fair, but I feel like if they get Njai, it's literally the same thing. Like, remove Doku, who's a dribbler but doesn't have great output, and bring in another winger who's a great dribbler but doesn't have great output. Like,
I think Njai is a great idea.
Oh, they have
Allen. Would have been a good idea
right,
for you guys. Alan. Yeah, they've just got him as well. They've just got him. That's
they've
true.
got Allen, the right winger. I would look. I like Ndiaye, but I wouldn't take him just because right now we have players who can do this stuff that that Ndiaye can do. Maybe not as good as Ndiaye in terms of dribbling.
To be fair, I think I might have said that before Solis was officially announced, because it was when he turned down the big money move to stay in the Premier League. Might have been when I said that. I can't remember. I say a lot of things.
Yeah, and look, his output is. We need a winger. If we right now, I don't even think we should get a winger. I think if we actually, to be fair, that we're losing Martinelli, I do think we need to get a speedy winger, because right now we have no pace in our team. I'm not counting Madueke because he's brain dead, so I don't count brain dead players in my team as of any value or asset. We lost the only guy with excellent pace in the team, and while I definitely wanted Martinelli gone, but I think we should go get someone speedy as well who can now take his place. We are linked with this guy called Matthias Fernandez Pardo, who plays for.
Yeah, he's been linked to United and Newcastle as well. He's been touted about this summer. Yeah,
I think apparently he'll probably join Newcastle. I hope not, but like he's rapid.
Very good summer.
He's 21. Yeah, they have, to be fair, so they should
really
hopefully do well. But let's see.
Okay, let me read some of the chats, and then we're going to get stuck into the predictions, because if we don't start them, we will be here for 6 lifetimes, because they take a little while. They're good fun, but they take a little while. Football Heritage says, sorry. That's okay. You don't have to be sorry once you're not rude. Says, Ndiaye won't improve us. He has all that space to run into at Everton and still produce low numbers.
Exactly.
His BCMs. What's a BCM? Against City in the 3-3 were diabolical. BCM.
Big chance missed. Big chances missed.
Okay. I was like,
I remember.
Thank God you're here. I was like, what's a BCM?
He missed some sitters that game. Honestly, could have been like 4 or 5 but he freaking just kept missing and.
Fairs. Super JP said, has Martinelli gone? Is that official, or is that still in the works, the Martinelli thing?
Apparently, like they tweeted today, I think Handa Fostel, I can't remember who tweeted that it's almost done with Al Hilal.
So it's pretty close. Well, they've just finished. It's the here we go with Al Hilal Ollie Watkins. So Martinelli is probably the next thing to tick off their list. Super JP also says, I need to see Villa against Arsenal before I can judge them. I see Villa dropping down this season, maybe 12th or 14th. I think I put them way down to 12th as well. Villa 11th. I have them way down. Let me see. Ash says, does Afrash think Buwadi is ready to start some Premier League games? He's going to bloody have to be, isn't he?
Yeah. He will be ready. But as I said yesterday on Most Channel, I don't think he's ready to lead City or help City get to a Premier League challenge or Premier League win. He's a fantastic player. You've got a gem of a midfielder for the next few years. But at 18 years old, I don't think he'll be able to handle the pressure, honestly. And again, we saw it in the World Cup, like when he played an amazing game against Brazil, the first game, and that's where all the hype came in. But after that, when he played against Scotland, he was decent. When we played against Netherlands and Canada, and even France, he didn't have the greatest of games, to be fair. He was the third best midfielder.
I knew nothing about him other than the World Cup, and based off the World Cup, I did not get all the hype. But judging by other people who watch him far more regularly than me, they said he's brilliant. So I tend not to judge a player when I've not seen a lot of them. I'll just say I don't know. But I think even if he's amazing, I think at 18 years of age, you need more than him, because I think in any position you want to have more than one. Like, one is just not enough, especially with the amount of games that we play in the Premier League across all competitions. One is not enough. You need another one, even if he's brilliant. But let us do this. Let us start. Let us put the predictions on the stage. That means these stupid ads, they just like auto run. They don't like stop. Yeah. I don't know how to make it go.
Especially with this website. I've used this website a couple of times.
It's very good, actually. It was Ash that used to come on with me. He found it and he sent it to me and another channel that he was on as well. But it's very good. It's dead handy. I like that it shows you what it will look like. But guys, let us kick off. So while the chat get their predictions in, Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Ashraf, tell me.
Palace lost their first game, right? If I'm not wrong.
I believe so. I'm sure there's the whole Natasha debacle as well. But
Yeah, they lost 2-0 to Everton. Yeah, I think City win this. I don't think even though it's away from home, Palace is just not that good, to be fair. I by the way, funny enough, it's not a spoiler because I did say it in my predictions in the Kura pod. I have Palace going down this season.
So
I actually predicted them to get relegated. Ah, there you go. Okay, so yeah.
I put Palace and Sunderland both to be relegated.
Sunderland?
Yep.
Nah, Granit Xhaka does not go down.
Anything happens to Xhaka and they're buggered. They lost him for 3 games last season through injury and they looked like they'd never seen a football before. If anything happens to Granit Xhaka, who is not, like, he's not Benjamin Button, he's getting older, not younger. I agree, but the players,
some of the players they have, like Brobbey and Thalby and Granit Xhaka and all, I think they're just too good to be. But anyways, we'll see. I think they'll finish in the top 10 again. But I have Palace, Ipswich, and Hull City going down. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a City win. But it'll be a narrow win. I'll say like 1-0 City for me.
I reckon 2-0 City. That's where I'm at because I just think Palace are so bad. I don't think City are great right now, but I think Palace are so bad. I think there's so much going on behind the scenes for them. I think like the reason Glasner wanted to leave and all his crazy press conferences last season were because they were taking all his best players like from under him. There's all of the different stuff with Mateta. He took him to like the tribunal to try and get the rest of his contract cancelled. You've got the Ismail Assar stuff. It just seems a bit at the minute. And while I think City, there's a difference between a drop off and just an absolute calamity. And I do think City should be able to beat this Crystal Palace. So I would go with 2-0, but we're going to see what the chat say. So who has got their scores? And guys, get your scores in the chat. Come on, get involved.
Rob
it's interactive.
2-1 City.
Yeah, no, I've got here. So we've got Daz. Daz is going 3-1 Crystal Palace. Ash?
No, I'm pretty sure he means City.
Guys,
they mean City, I'm pretty sure.
But they're writing it in the way 3-0, like 3-1. They have to give me their teams.
Yeah. There's no way Ash would predict his team to lose 3-0.
Well, that's what I'm assuming, but you don't know. We get some funky predictions in here. Football Heritage reckons 2-2. Going to expect loads of goals. All Boxed Up reckons 3-0 to City. Super JP reckons a 2-2 shocker as well. Tom reckons 3-0 City. So it's either a 2-2 or it's 3-0 is essentially where we're going with it. Rob reckons 2-1 to City. Hader reckons 3-1 City. Akash is going for 2-2 as well. Bonkers 2-1 City. Ash is, 3-0 City. Mr. DJ Milkshake, you're back. You're back. I was wondering where you disappeared to. Welcome back to Mr. DJ Milkshake. Back into Teacup Castle. Look, we had a couple of draws in there. There's some people expecting a 2-2. For the most part, it was 3-0, 3-1 City. Given that you think it's not going to be a massive scoreline, we'll go with 3-1 because that is the closer of the scorelines that was given to us. But the majority did have City to win. That's kind of how we do it as well. So we'll give our things and then we let the chat go with it. Harold has also popped in there with 3-1 to City. So pretty convincing for City. One that I don't think is maybe going to be quite so convincing. Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Where are you landing on that?
I'm so torn because my first initial instinct or reaction was to say that Liverpool will drop points. I think it'll be like 1-1 or 2-2. But then I just remembered Forest losing at home to Leeds back to back. How could you lose to the same team at your ground in 2 consecutive games in like 4 days or something? It's just insane. So they are so bad. Maybe Liverpool with Barcola coming in now will be a bit hyped up and will have that adrenaline boost, and obviously playing at Anfield. So I will edge it to Liverpool. I'll say 2-1 Liverpool, narrow win.
I would actually go along with 2-1 narrowly to Liverpool as well, because Nottingham Forest, to be fair, Leeds have had a decent transfer window. Daniel Farke is a very good manager. I think Leeds will be all right this season. I think they'll do decent. I watched the Carabao Cup between Nottingham Forest and Leeds. Oh my God. We nearly all just fell asleep. It was dreadful. So as much as I think Liverpool are not ready for this season, as much as I think Liverpool are not going to have the best season, even with Barcola, they surely can beat this Nottingham Forest. Because if they can't, they're in bigger trouble than I thought. So I would go with you with 2-1 to Liverpool.
And by the way, all boxed up and awesome. Look, I'm not trying to shit on Leeds. Leeds are not bad, but you don't lose at home when you've got Glasner, who's supposed to be a top quality manager, and all the other signings that Forest have made, obviously this summer. This summer. It's not this on Leeds. But how do you lose if they lost at home to a top 3, top 4 team? I'd say that's fine. But losing to a team like Leeds, that in my opinion should be at the same level as Forest. At home in okay, you lost the first one, fine. Start of the season.
To be fair, though, in reality, they're not at the same level. They're not at the same level in the reality.
I mean, Forest should be at a higher level.
Yeah, but they're not. That's the thing. I predicted Forest, I think 17th, 16th. I put them just above Coventry.
Wow, okay.
Forest, they lost what was their best player, and they've got in a manager that he didn't he's a little bit erratic with an owner that's a little bit erratic. And now, to be fair, Liam Delap has come in. Whether that makes them better or worse, it's hard to know.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes them better.
I don't know if that helps the situation at all.
Not sure how that's a flex.
But I think Leeds, I really rate Daniel Farke. And I think they've had such consistency. They've brought in some decent players. I think Leeds, like that, I'm probably thinking top half, if you get what I mean. But considering if I think Leeds are going to finish in the top half and Forest are going to finish near relegation, then I can't put them at the same level.
Yeah, that's fair. That's consistent logic. So I get it that All Boxed Up is a Leeds fan then.
Oh, yeah.
And because he said, wait till we get your lot. Come on, All Boxed Up. You remember last season we had an aggregate score of 9-0. We had an aggregate score of 9-0 against you in 2 games. Come on, All Boxed Up. But, hey, listen, I have nothing against Leeds, I swear.
Most of us are chill here, but with All Boxed Up, you're playing with fire. I'm pretty sure he has Leeds in the Champions League. I can't remember, but I'm reasonably sure. So you're playing with fire there. Let me see. Right, what are the guys saying? Delap is a bully, not a footballer, says DJ Milkshake. Welcome back. Good to have you back. Right, let's see. People are putting in their predictions, and I'm just being incredibly rude and not reading them. Let me start with. I can see.
Damn, Akash said 1-0. Akash, are you just being hopeful? Is this just hopium? Because you also said City would drop points, and now you're saying 1-0 Forest. I feel like Akash is just channeling his inner Arsenal fan. He's like, oh, this is what I hope.
Feels like a cash is going on hope. Yeah. So Football Heritage has gone with 1. Did I give one? No, I agreed with you. 2-1, right? So Football Heritage has gone 1-1. DJ Milkshake was doing the last one. Bonkers reckons 2-1 Liverpool. Daz reckons 2-0 Liverpool. Akash is hoping for 1-0 Forest. Tom is going with 1-1 as well. Tom and Football Heritage are on a par with this one. All Boxed Up is going with a Forest win, 2-1. Super JP, Liverpool 2-1 hard win. Hader's going 3-1 to Liverpool. Rob also going with the draw. We've 3 draws in there, so that's very interesting. Football Heritage says Forest and Glasner are Liverpool's bogey team. If Forest gets Sarr in time for that game, that's a different factor. Even if they get him, he's probably not up to speed, to be fair. DJ Milkshake also went with 1-1 for this, guys. We might be going 1-1 on this one. There's a lot of draws in there. Harold went with 2-0. I think there's a lot of draws in there. And we will go. We have been outvoted, Ashraf. We are going with the majority people. The people
This is the kind of outvote I can back, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with being wrong on this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Which brings us to Bournemouth and Everton. I think this is going to be a suspiciously good match. Because I think Bournemouth, I didn't know what to expect under Marco Rosa. They've obviously retained most of their key players. I don't know when Croupy Jr. is back from injury, but surely soon.
3 months.
But they looked brilliant, I thought, in their first match. They might not have got the result, but I thought they looked really good. Everton, I just feel are perpetually solid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I would probably go for Bournemouth on this one. I reckon, do we think there'll be goals in this one? Could this be like a 3-2 or something? Could this be mad? I'm going to go with 3-2 Because I feel like Bournemouth, but not by more than one goal. And I think they'll score more than 2. I would have went 3-1 Bournemouth. I'm stuck between Bournemouth 3-1 or 3-2. Kind of where I'm at. Maybe.
Yeah,
3-1.
I'm leaning more towards 3-1. So I'd say 3-1 Bournemouth. I think they at home they play really good attacking football. To be fair, Everton is not a team that can get slapped by anyone because they know how to shot really well. So it is crazy that I'm saying it, but I think this will be an exception. I think Bournemouth, after the last game, they'll take a lot of positives from the way they played against City.
They were so good. So good.
Yeah.
Right, let us see. What are the teacups saying? Bonkers has gone with 3-1 Everton. Akash has gone with 2-1 Everton. Football Heritage 3-1 Bournemouth. Harold has gone with 1-1. Super JP has gone with 3-2 Bournemouth. Daz has gone with the 3-2 for Bournemouth as well. Rob is saying 2-1 Bournemouth. All boxed up 3-0 to Bournemouth. Okay.
Damn.
So we started with 2 Evertons and then we just went all the way to Bournemouth.
All Bournemouth, yeah.
Yeah, like 3-2, 3-2, 2-1, 3-0. We both said 3-1. Yeah. DJ Milkshake reckons Everton 3-1.
Damn.
And Hader reckons a draw. We do still very much have a majority Bournemouth. Surreal McCoys, hello, says Bournemouth 2-1 as well. So I think we go with our 3-1. That seems to be kind of we do have a few draws, to be fair. Huge has come in with a draw as well. So Harold and Huge and Hader are going with the draw. I still think we've more Bournemouth wins though. So let's go. I would went with you. I would have went 3-1. There's a couple of 3-2s though. Let's go with 3-2. Because with a few for Everton, we have a few 3-2s, we have a few 2-2s. Everybody thinks goals, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
It's more or less. I also think this one, I think we have a lot of interesting matches this week. Coventry Hull, who both, even though Coventry lost, I thought they played incredibly well against a really good side. And I think on another day or with another team, if that was anybody but Arsenal, I think they could have come away with a different outcome. Hull obviously will be high on life. They have signed a lot of players, Hull. They've really overhauled their squad. Coventry beat their own transfer record 4 times in the window. It could be more by now. Hull have bought like 8 players, and I think they're in the process of, they're actually in the middle of getting Toby Collier from Man United, who's a very good defensive midfielder, and we're morons for selling him. We're selling him for like 3 million. He's played for our first team.
Jeez.
He's very good. He was on loan then at Hull last season. They liked him so much they want to buy him permanently, and we went 3 million, lads.
That's insane.
That is insane.
That sounds like Arsenal's. Yeah, that sounds like Arsenal's strategy when we sell as well, unfortunately. We tried to sell Reece Nelson for the longest period. We just gave up today and said, you know what, just terminate your contract.
I saw. We just gave up.
We just gave up. We're like, bruh, we keep negotiating with West Ham. Nobody wants to pay the money. We are so bad at selling that we gave up in the end. We said, just here, contract terminated. You know what? There you go. It's insane, man. Honestly,
that's the only thing that would make me feel better than like 3 million. He was very good. I really rated him. I would have liked him. But he was never going to get a chance with us. But 3 million is insane. Yeah,
it is.
And he's very good. He's a defensively minded midfielder. I like him. Coventry Hull. What do we reckon?
I'm going with a slapping here. I think 3-0 Coventry. Ooh. Yeah, look, they played really good football. I like their players. Chow and Thomas Asante both look like decent wingers who can trouble the fullbacks. Their striker Sims actually gave Gabriel a lot of trouble.
He was very good.
He was very good, and that's not easy to do against someone physical who likes the physical battle like Gabriel. Even Grimes, I thought, had a decent game. Onyeka, I think, was controlling the game well. I didn't like Urenke that much, but it is what it is. So yeah, look, decent team, very good fullbacks in my opinion, at least the way they played. Van Iwick, and I forgot the other guy's name, De Silva, I think, or something. So I'm going to go to Coventry. Because even though Hull City did well to beat United, but I think a lot of it had to do with also United not showing up, in my opinion. Yeah, 100%. And I mean, their 2 goals were set pieces, which is fine. But sometimes they had moments where they could build up really well, and United gave them spaces, and they just messed it up. Coventry moved the ball a lot better for me.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. And I think obviously a team that beats this current Arsenal and a team that beats this current Man United are two different kettles of fish at the minute.
Of course, yeah.
So I would probably go along. I'd probably go 3-1. I think Hull will get a goal, but I do think there probably could be a lot of goals. And I think Coventry, if they play anything like what they played against you guys, I think they're a sure thing. So I would probably go along with 3-1 to Coventry. It's probably where I would be at. DJ Milkshake says Hull were bopping the ball around the pitch. They did. They played very, very well. I'm taking nothing away from Hull. They played really well, but we were absolutely terrible. And I think Coventry would muller them quicker than let them play the way they played against us. The game's going to be a lot more physical because don't forget, both of these teams have played each other in the championship as well. They know each other. So I think Coventry will have an advantage. Obviously Hull as well. They know each other more than any of the other teams, bar Ipswich. So I think that will factor into it as well. I just think it'll be a physical game, really physical. And I think Coventry looked sharp. I don't think any result in this would surprise me, but I would reckon Coventry. 0-0, by the way, so far, Chelsea and Luton Town in the Carabao Cup. Shout out Bonkers for the updates. Love it. The guys are great in here. You'll never miss a score. They always tell you. Harold reckons 2-1 to Hull. Huge reckons 0-0. They've used up all of their good play last week. They're tired now. Fair. I could see it. What else?
Heather says 3-1 Coventry.
3-1. Yeah. See, we keep nattering. They're so punctual getting them in, and then we're nattering through them. All voxed up, 3-1 to Hull. Rob 2-1 to Coventry. Daz 2-1 to Coventry. Bonkers 2-2. Surreal McCoy's 1-0 to Coventry. Super JP 2-1 to Coventry. Akash 2-1 to Coventry. Right, that feels like a lot of 2-1s to Coventry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know we had some outliers, but with a lot.
Majority is 2-1.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a 1. Which does bring us to Spurs and Newcastle.
Hey.
Obviously, the Tonali thing. I think Newcastle beat Spurs.
Same.
I think I'm trying to think by how much, essentially. 2-0.
I think they win 2-1. I'll be shocked if Spurs don't score at their ground, but I just think, look, Newcastle played really well that first game. Obviously, they were unlucky to get away with just a point. Stupid mistake by Lewis Hall, but I don't know. I feel like Spurs still need some of their players to come in. Although Spurs won 5-1 yesterday, so they might be high on that adrenaline boost. They obviously got Savio Marmoush, probably will play, I'm assuming, because he got announced today. But I don't think they'll have that kind of impact.
Yeah, but maybe 2-1 then. Okay, I'll give them a goal, to be fair. I hadn't counted Marmoush. Yeah, 2-1. I still think Newcastle win, because I think a lot of people are just like underwriting Newcastle at the minute. And I think Spurs, there's a lot of different parts now that have to be fitted together. But yes, well, I'll go with you. I'll go with 2-1. You've influenced me. Hello, Lucky. Lucky in the house with us. Surreal reckons 2-1 to Spurs, who is a Spurs fan, to be fair. Shem is going big. Shem is also a Spurs fan. He says 3-1 to Spurs. Go on, Shem. That's the most positive I've seen you all summer. I'm actually really proud of Shem for that. He's been so miserable all summer. I'm so pleased he's predicted a win for himself. DJ Milkshake reckons 2-1 to Newcastle. All Boxed Up reckons 3-1 to Newcastle. Harold reckons 3-2 to Newcastle. Tom reckons 2-0 to Newcastle. Huge reckons 2-1 to Spurs. Let me go up. Rob 2-1 Newcastle. Akash 2-2. Bonkers 1-1. Flossie just says away the lads. Have I read
No, she put a score prediction now. She said 3-1 Newcastle now.
Oh, I need to go the other direction. Okay. And we have 3-1 Newcastle.
And Akash changed it to 3-2 Spurs.
He's changed his mind. He feels like there's too many for Newcastle. He's changed it. That was a lot of Newcastle, even with Akash changing.
Yeah, I agree.
That
I think
was
Newcastle wins
pretty
it.
unanimous. Yeah. So
majority I think have picked Newcastle.
I think 2-1 seems about fair because there was a lot. DJ Milkshakes is up the tune.
Up the tune indeed for this game for sure.
See, we have Mama Flossie obviously is Newcastle. And then we've got Shem and we've got Surreal, who are Spurs. We've a really good mix. I was saying, guys, to Ashraf before we started the show, we have a really good mix in here. Like with everybody. We've some West Ham that come in here. We've everybody. You name them, we've got them. My biggest video ever with 1,200 views was a Sunderland video last season.
Wow, okay.
I was only doing live shows for about a month, and my most viewed
for the people.
Sunderland. But I don't know where it came from, and I'm predicting them to go down. Sorry, Spurs people, my bad. But Shaquille O'Neal, you're alive! Welcome. Everybody's coming back. You know the season's starting. The season's starting.
Everyone is back from their travels.
Love it. Absolutely love that. Cash says, I don't predict that way. I'm sorry for calling your predicting method into question. I apologize. I do apologize. That does bring us to Chelsea versus Brighton. Chelsea, who are currently scoreless with Luton Town against Brighton.
Like league leaders, Brighton. Top of the league.
Yeah, top of the league, Brighton. I mean...
Top of the league.
When you put it like that...
You gotta go with Brighton, Hey, listen, what can we do? It's not us, it's the table, guys. I didn't predict it, the table predicts it. So look, I think it's a bad matchup for Brighton to play a team like Chelsea that is like more than okay to play an expansive game. I remember when Brighton played them, was it last season, I think in that first game it was 4-3. And Brighton just played an incredibly open game. Yeah, they played an incredibly open game and Chelsea just ripped them apart. Obviously, they managed to get some goals back, Brighton, but it wasn't enough. I think if they play a bit smarter, which maybe Fabian Herzler will do, because he did win the second leg against them, I think they will end up giving a lot of trouble to Chelsea. I don't see them winning, but I do think this could end in a draw. So this will be the first big team I go up against and say they won't win.
I think draw as well, because I've actually got Chelsea to finish second in the league in my league predictions, primarily because I don't think anyone else is going to finish second, because City, I think, will just fall off a little bit. United, no. Liverpool, no. Aston Villa, I have like 10th. So I was kind of running out of teams to put into second, so I put Chelsea. Not because I think they're going to be super good, but because I think one game a week, João Pedro is looking sensational.
Yeah. He's the second best striker in the league for sure.
Yeah, he's brilliant right now. And I think Alonso, look, he's a manager. He's not a head coach. So I do think that will help them. And I think they probably, for me, will finish in second just because by process of eliminating everybody else from finishing second. But I think Brighton are such a good team. They're so well drilled. They've always got talent. They got that young chap, Zadok Johanna, in as well into their midfield. And they have the consistency of manager, which is something that you guys have been kind of praised for. And, you've got the consistency, you're more settled, you've got your project. That you can say that about Brighton. It might be at a different level, but they've got the consistency with their manager, the consistency within their squad. They've got the structure, the setup. So I think probably I would go with a draw. I reckon 2-2.
I was about to say the same, I swear. Next time I'll go first so it doesn't seem like I'm just copying whatever Lou's saying.
Just copying me. That's it. I don't believe you.
I was like, anything she says, I'm like, oh yeah, same. I'm like, brah. I'll just go first next time. But yeah, 2-2.
This is so different than all the other panels you've been on, because it's normally like, no, whatever you said, the other one.
Yeah, exactly. It's all heated debates and you man told me phrases, but yeah.
Yeah, no, let's chill here. We're too lazy
I think 2-2.
for that.
I think it's an attacking game. Both of them well, Brighton maybe not in the first game because Villa was just that bad, but Brighton generally seem very exposed when they attack, and Chelsea seemed very, very exposed against Fulham. When they were defending.
Fulham had a good game.
I'll go 2-2.
I also think
and honestly,
should have been sent off.
Maybe, but that stupid Robinson went 1-on-1 and lobbed the keeper outside the pitch, outside the damn pitch. Like he was terrible. That would have been the 3-3 right there. Like such an idiot.
It was really bad. But I think that on another day, that could have been a draw or even a Fulham win. But I do think Chelsea, as the season goes, they will keep improving while other teams will drop off.
Yeah.
So exactly. I think 2-2 seems
one
good.
Game a week. Yeah.
Let me see. What are the guys saying? Lucky Lucky's catching up. That's okay. Lucky's catching up. Not to worry, Lucky. DJ Milkshake.
Rob and you said 2-1 Brighton.
Martinez. I just don't think Martinez is a good goalie. I just don't.
Yeah, not anymore.
Bonkers is going with 2-2. And both Huge and Rob, as you say, are going with 2-1 Brighton. So we've 2-2-1 Brightons. They're cancelling us out. And then Bonkers has gone 2-2. So Bonkers is with us. Guys, give us more. Did I not go scroll high enough?
Yeah, Surreal said 2-1 Chelsea. All Box Top said 3-1 Chelsea. Football Heritage said 3-1 Chelsea.
Where were you?
There's quite a lot up top. You have to just keep going up, Blue. It's like 11, 20.
2-2.
11,
Chelsea,
20.
Brighton, 2-1. You read them out to me because I think my... Oh, no, hold on. I've got you. Football Heritage, the first one. Is that right?
No, the first one is Daz Reynolds, 2-2.
Daz, okay. Right. I scrolled up, thought they were for the previous match, didn't look at the team, and then scrolled back down. I was like, where is he seeing all these? And then I scrolled back up, looked at the team, and I was like, oh, there they are. I found them. Right.
I got you guys. See, if I wasn't here, Lou would have missed all your predictions. So
I actually would have. I would have made them type them again. I do that, you know. I'd be like, can you just type them again? I can't see them. And to be fair, there's actually, there's a lot of them. Right. Let's go. Daz, Super JP, to be fair, Super JP put 2-2 end to end. So we've 2-2. Daz put 2-2. Football Heritage put 3-1 Chelsea. All Boxed Up has put 3-1 Chelsea. Bonkers is letting us know it is half-time 0-0 between Chelsea and Luton Town. Just putting that out there. A cash goes 3-3. Wowza. Surreal McCoys is saying Chelsea 2, Brighton 1. So 2-1 to Chelsea. Tom is in agreement with the 2-2. Bonkers is going 2-2. I think it's 2-2 because then we've got Huge and Rob with the 2-1s. We've read Bonkers out. Harold reckons 3-0 Chelsea.
4-0 Chelsea. Damn.
Love Lucky.
Yeah, and Lucky Singh as well said 4-0 Chelsea. It's crazy. Well, yeah, it could happen.
And Shaquille is saying 2-0 Chelsea. So we have obviously Lucky there. We have a couple of Chelseas. We've Rob and Huge and Lucky there and Shaquille. So we do have a couple for Chelsea, but I think that was an overwhelming draw, which we don't normally get, to be fair. That was a lot of draws. I'm going with the draw on that one.
Yeah.
This one I think is going to be great. I'm looking forward to this one. This is why these take so long, because you just get drawn in.
Yeah. Leeds Brentford. That's a good game.
Are you ready for All Boxed Up's prediction? Because I'm not.
I'm sorry, All Boxed Up. I'm going to disappoint you here. I'm going to say Brentford win this 2-1. No, not even 2-1. I'll say 2-0.
Oh. I do also, sorry, All Boxed Up. I do also, on this one, think that Brentford win, because I think Brentford finished in the top 5, so I have to back them here.
Yeah, she said yesterday fourth, so I was waiting to see, is Lou going to say Leeds win? Because I was like, hey, Lou, that's what you said yesterday, but...
No, we did it. We did a whole show just on predicting the season, and I said it here, so I have to go with Brentford. And to be fair, I do think Brentford. I think this one could be a lot of goals. I think this one could be a 3-2. I'm going with 3-2 to Brentford. I think this is goals because I think Leeds look good, but I think Brentford look real good, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Not to worry, Harold. You sleep well, and I hope you feel better tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Poor Harold, he's been sick all week. For like a week now, he's been really, really sick.
Oh, no.
Fido says Brentford look very good. They do. Right, let us see. Where are we going? Before I miss everybody again. I see there's right. Okay, so we stopped at lucky. At least now I know where I'm starting. Right, so Akash is saying 2-0 Brentford. Football says obvious 3-3 banger. It could be a banger. I could see 3-3. That's not crazy. JP says 1-1. No, we want more goals than that, JP. More goals. Tom reckons 2-1 to Brentford. Leeds. All Stuff reckons 3-1 to Leeds. Daz is going 1-0 to Leeds. Shaquille is going with a Brentford win. 1-1 for Surreal McCoys. We do have a few draws there. Bonkers is going 3-1 Brentford. Lucky's going 3-2 Brentford. Rob is going 2-1 Brentford. Fido could see 2-2. We do have a good few draws in there. And DJ Milkshake going with 4-3 to Brentford. We did have a good few draws, but I think it was majority Brentford. It felt like, as I was saying it. There's a lot of high scoring ones there, wasn't there?
There was, but I think most of them had Brentford edging it.
Yeah, so I think maybe 3-2. 3-2, 3-3, 3-3, 3-2, 3-1. There's a lot of threes in there. I think we go with 3-2 Brentford. That seems fair. Is there another?
That seems fair, yeah. All boxed up if it helps. I wish you guys win. I honestly wouldn't care.
Sorry, I don't have to be right about Brentford. My bad. You're right. Sunderland, Fulham. Right, you go first. I'm not saying anything. You can go first, and then I'll copy you.
I think Sunderland win this without a question. I think they get a 3-1 win. No, wait. Wow. They get a 2-0 win. 2-0. I think Sunderland win 2-0.
We're going different here. Fulham, I thought, played so well against Chelsea.
They did.
Really well. Did. And I think Sunderland, bar Xhaka, are in a bit of trouble.
But Xhaka's there, no?
Yeah, but I mean, what's the chances of him doing what he did last season again, a year older? I just can't have it that like one player is going to be better than Fulham, who could have beaten Chelsea in a realistic
to be fair, like Sunderland obviously did lose their first game of the season to Ipswich, which wasn't a good result at all. But I do think they'll bounce back now. And again, they don't only have Xhaka, like they do have other good players. They have, as I said, Brobbey. They have what's his name? Talby and all these other guys. So they I forgot.
But without Xhaka last season, they just like fell off a cliff.
Yeah, true. Which is why, as long as Xhaka's playing, I would always give them an edge against this mid-table teams.
I'm going 3-0 Fulham.
Oh,
I really believe like Fulham were very good against Chelsea. Really, they were, and I really think Sunderland just fall off. Right, and I find this quite funny because last season, when Sunderland were in fourth at one point last season, and everybody was like, they're irrelevant, they're going to fall back into the relegation zone, blah, blah, blah. And I did that Sunderland video, and I was like, but will they? Like, they might not finish in fourth, but they're probably not going to finish in relegation from fourth. Like, that's a bit of a drop. So I actually backed Sunderland last season. And this season,
and now you have them relegated.
Yeah. I'm a turncoat. I'm a turncoat.
Unbelievable.
Wait till you see what
Do you
I
have
say
any
about
Sunderland
you
fans
next
in the
season.
comments?
Probably. I'm going to get hammered afterwards. But
yeah, they're going to leave. They're going to leave right now.
Yeah, that's unsubscribed. I've dropped below 1,000. Demonetized.
What do you guys think? I've gone 2-0. She's gone 3-0. So we've had two polar opposite predictions.
Yeah, it's mixed.
Surreal
is Super
is
JP the first? You go. You read them.
I think the first one. Wait,
I think Super JP.
Yeah, the first one is Super JP. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2-1 Fulham, 2-1 Sunderland. We're going well, right? So Super JP and Akash, they've split with us. Rob says 3-1 Fulham. Surreal says 2-1 Sunderland. So again, split. All boxed up. 2-0 Sunderland. Mr. DJ Milkshake, 3-0 Fulham. Nobody knows. That's the answer is nobody knows. Lucky is going 1-0 to Sunderland.
I'm gonna count this.
Bonkers is going 1-0 to Fulham.
4, 5, 6.
Shaquille has gone 0-0. Tom is going 2-2. So we've 2 draws. We might be drawing this, lads.
8.
Daz has gone 2-0.
Okay, I've got 8 Sunderland wins so far, and I think Fulham is a bit less. Let me count.
Okay. Make sure you're not counting anyone twice, because Football Heritage has changed his.
Yeah, but he changed it from a Sunderland win to a Sunderland win. He just changed it from 2-1 to 1-0.
Lucky has put the same one twice, so that's okay.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of draws.
One,
Daz went 2-0 Fulham.
3, 4. Yeah, we've got more Sunderland wins. We've got like 5 Fulham wins and 8 Sunderland wins. So
is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I was reading them to start with, it was like 1-1, 1-1, 1-1.
Yeah, so, and then it immediately died off. So if I count it again.
Yeah.
Oh, actually no. Wait. Super. Yeah. Sorry. So it's 7 for Sunderland and 6 for Fulham. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was very close. Okay, Just about Sunderland. So
come on, Sunderland. Come on.
We'll go 2-1 because that was very close for everybody. I'm sticking with it. I think 3-0 Fulham. I don't think it's close at all. But we'll see. Don't trust me. You're first on this one because I have to decide.
I think this is probably the easiest one to predict of all. I think it's a comfortable win for Ipswich. So I'm going to say Ipswich. Oh, Pedri scored for Barcelona. Oh, offside. Never mind. I think a comfortable win for Ipswich. So I'm sorry, United. The losing streak continues. Ipswich will show up gallivanting, just, quite confident. They'll probably play you out of the park. But no, jokes aside, I think this is your comeback game. I say comeback. It's one loss. It's not really I don't know what comeback from what exactly.
I mean, it's not a good start, was it?
It's not a good start, but I think there's no better team at no better ground that you could have played than Ipswich at Old Trafford, honestly.
I thought that about Hull.
No. I'm saying after the Hull defeat. Because if you played a decent team and lost, I think that could have really affected your confidence and momentum as a team. And it would have caused problems.
Ipswich and don't win. I mean,
then it's a disaster.
Then we're just demoralized.
Then it's a disaster. But honestly, look, they beat Sunderland in the first game, so it's not like they were bad. But I just don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Ipswich have bought 13 new players this transfer window, by the way.
That is mad. 13. But that sometimes doesn't go well. Remember QPR. Remember Forest.
They're in the middle of taking what's his face, Tammy Abraham from Villa. I think it's a loan though. Okay, right, let me see. Did you give a number?
Yeah, I'll say 3-1 United.
I should predict a Man United win. I have genuinely zero faith. None at all. It was Hull. It was Grimsby. I'm traumatized,
true,
okay?
But those are still away from home. At home, you losing to a relegation team, I don't know.
I'm going to go 2-1 United. I don't think I can go as high as 3. I'm going to go 2-1. I see some people in the chat are a lot more confident.
Yeah, Shaquille and Tom are confident.
I see
4-0 and 5-0. Hey, we'll be here. We'll be there. This will be interesting.
Love it.
Yeah, this is why I said earlier, if they lose to Sabah in the Champions League, it will be funny because some United fans will say, "Oh, Sabah is coming to Old Trafford, brah, 6-0," and then we'll see 2-2. I'm laughing now and it hasn't happened. How could you say that's so funny? That is hilarious. I don't see it happening, but it's hilarious if it happens.
I need help, guys. Right.
No, I think you guys will win. Like, come on, Ipswich will win, yeah.
Huge is with me. Huge is going 2-1. We're being conservative here. Shaquille. I love this name, by the way. Have you seen his username? Shaquille Oatmeal.
Yeah, Shaquille
I just
Oatmeal.
love that it rhymes. I love it. Really, I love it.
He's so dedicated. He went for the DP as well. I love it.
Every time I see it, I'm like, it's the best username I've seen on YouTube. I love it. Yeah. Right. So we've got 5-0 with Tom, 4-0 with Shaquille. Lucky is going 2-0. Go on, Lucky. Daz is going 3-1. Shem says Ipswich are doing this season what worked for Sunderland last season. They bought Xhaka? I don't know. Super JP says 2-0 United. Bonkers is going 3-1 United. Football is agreeing. Football Heritage and Shem, they're in agreement. But Football Heritage has also predicted 2-1 to United. Rob has also gone 2-1 to United. Okay. Fido's gone 4-1 United. Right, I'm feeling better. DJ Milkshake spoiled it. He says 9-0 to Ipswich. Serena says 3-1
all predictions
United.
are taken seriously. We count all votes.
Yeah,
we don't stop. This ain't Trump's America. We don't stop the count.
Well, come here. If we can take 4 and 5-0, we can take 9. Cyril McCoy has said 3-1 United, and so has a cash. I mean, to be fair, Owen All Boxed Up has gone 2-1 to Ipswich, which I don't think is crazy. I wish it was. It's not. Guys, I saved Mohammed's scores and I never bloody put them up. I'm a bad host. Mohammed left these earlier, right? Let's read what he had put.
Unbelievable. Sorry, Mohammed.
He had put 3-1 City. So he's bang on with that. He had put Liverpool 3-0, to be fair. I think that was still there was a lot of draws in that. He put Bournemouth to beat Everton, so that's in line. He put Coventry to beat Hull, that's in line. So we've been channeling him without knowing.
Mohammed knows ball.
He's put Spurs and Newcastle 2-1, exactly what we've put.
Yes, come on, Mohammed.
He's on it. Right, now he has put 2-1 to Chelsea. There was a number of those in the chat, to be fair, so he wasn't out there. He's went 2-2 for Leeds and Brentford, which again was pretty close. He's gone close, with you. He has went with Sunderland, which is where we ended up in the end. He's got 2-1. He was on it, but he has given...
Now he's got United 3-0.
Man United 3-0.
Okay.
So he has given us, by the way, we do have his final score prediction. It went in another comment, so I'll put that up in a minute. But I feel better now because Mohammed, bless him, putting them all in and then I saved them and then didn't read any of them. Bad host. Right, so we're going with United. It seems to be there's a lot of threes. I feel like there's a lot of threes in there, isn't there? Are we going 3-0 or 3-1? What do you think?
You got to give yourself a goal to concede, so 3-1.
Cool. I'll do that. I don't mind. If we get 3,
I don't care.
Is a good result, concede one. I don't mind that. I'll take
3-1
it.
is definitely a good result.
Let me see. Yeah, so that's what you're saying. Ipswich bought a whole new team like Sunderland. Last one. Arsenal and Aston Villa.
Yeah, you can go first here.
Oh, I think you smashed them. I think Villa are in big trouble. I did discuss.
This is why I wanted Lou to go first. I wanted the music. I wanted to just jazz and move around. Come on, yes, Lou, Glaze Arsenal. Come on.
Even if I don't like the truth, I'll always say what I really think. But I mean, I can't destroy Aston Villa. Say they've got 3 defenders, no wingers, and they've sold their striker, and then be like, they're going to beat Arsenal. Yeah. So I think you're probably looking at 4-1 to Arsenal.
Oh, damn.
I just think I like their new keeper. I think Suzuki, their new keeper, I really like him. I rate him. But I just think they have 3 defenders. 3. And one of them is Lindelof. The other one's Tyrone Mings. I know they've got Pau Torres, but they've a combined age of about 60. I can't. Even if other bits are okay, you're just straight through the defense. So even though the keeper's good, based on how many shots he's probably going to face, I just think they have got Aaron Wan-Bissaka though. I think this will be the most difficult game that Zolas has to play for you guys because Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a very good defender. I think Zolas has been fantastic for you guys. But I think this will be the first really good defensive right back right back he's got to face, because a lot of the right backs now, they're also sort of wingers, wing backs. They like to go forward. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a defender. And so I think that will be an interesting battle, because I think if Wan-Bissaka can keep Zolas quieter than anybody else so far, it might make a bit of a difference to you guys. But I just think then, other than him, they're in trouble.
And listen,
So I think
our record
4-1.
against Aaron Wan-Bissaka is really good, to be fair. So
Yeah, but he's a good player.
he is a good
player.
player. But I remember Trossard turning him left and right a couple of times. The thing is, Zollis is not even the kind of winger that will go run at you and dribble past you all the time. He's just someone who's quite direct, and I think that hopefully will be quite good for us. The fact that we played our last game on Friday and now we're playing Monday, so we've literally had like 9 days break, is really nice and comforting.
It's a big gap, isn't it?
It is a big gap. It's a really good gap to have. So I will say, you know what? I don't usually like predicting comfortable wins for Arsenal because I feel like I might either jinx them or, you know what? Yeah, the Premier League is not really like that. Like they don't make things easy. But I do think we win comfortably this game. I'll say another 3-0 for Arsenal.
Fairs. Right, let us see. Let me scroll. Shem is going with 5-5.
Yeah, we're just ignoring delusion. So sorry, no, Shem, we're not taking your score.
We love delusion. Teacup Castle is built on delusion. 5-5. We took 9-0.
It's very hypocritical because I said we'll accept the 9-0 Ipswich win, but I'm like, no, we won't accept this. Yeah, I'm just being a dictator, guys. I'm being a hypocrite.
Shem has trolls. Even though he hangs out in the dungeons. He's got friends in low places. Lucky reckons 3-0 to Arsenal. They have got the strength on their bench. DJ Milkshake reckons 2-0 Arsenal. Fido reckons 2-0 Arsenal. Rob reckons 3-1 Arsenal. Football Heritage reckons 1-0 Arsenal. Villa have a depleted squad. Yes, they do. The North Stand is in renovation, so reduced atmosphere, and Gomez is suspended. Emery will be fired up. That's fair. If we don't win, it'll be very disappointing. I think they're all fair points. Huge is with me. 4-1, unfortunately. That's exactly how I feel about it. All Vox Stuff says 2-1 to Arsenal. Daz 2-1. I'm assuming to Arsenal, he doesn't say. Surreal reckons 2-0 to Arsenal. Akash 3-0 to Arsenal. JP 5-0 to Arsenal. Shaquille 3-1 to Arsenal. It feels a bit unanimous. Guys.
Come on.
I think.
See, even the Spurs fans who want to hate on our club could not predict a Villa win. Like, shame at worst case scenario, it's at 5-5.
We're honest teacups. We're not rage bears. We'll have fun, but then when it comes to predictions, we take it very seriously. 5-5 and 9-0, okay? Very seriously.
Okay, yes, absolutely. 9-0 Ipswich, you winning against United is a very serious prediction. Absolutely.
It's serious if it fucking happens. Fold the club. Right. So that was unanimous. There was a lot. 4s, 2s, 3s, all the numbers. Right, let's go 3-1. I see a lot of 3-1 and it feels like in the middle. I think it could be more. That feels sort of in the middle, right? We're ready to calculate because my kebab's on the way. So I've hit the button. Let me scroll. Which go away. We don't want to talk to you right now. Right, I want you still to be able to see it.
Yeah.
That would leave us. Game week 2, Arsenal number 1, Brentford in second is where that would leave us, guys. Everybody that thought I was crazy. Brentford would be in second after 2 game weeks, and that would mean I'm absolutely correct. City in third, Brighton in fourth from top, Chelsea in fifth, United in 12th, Newcastle up there in 6th, Hull, look where Hull is, up in 8th. And in the bottom 3, we would have.
And this is after we predicted them losing. It's so funny.
Yeah. Then in the bottom 3, we would have Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur, Crystal Palace.
Hey, Tottenham relegation again.
Look at Villa from the dizzying heights of Champions League to 20th based on us. Liverpool at least are below United. They'd be down in 15th. Fulham, how did Fulham end up in 17th if we got them not winning again?
Yeah, we got them losing. Yeah, you had them winning against Sunderland, but I
screwed me. I see how it is.
Yeah.
This would be so funny. Like, not for my team, but in a general sense. You would be on the same points as Brentford And Manchester City, apparently.
And City,
and you'd be only winning by goal difference.
Hey, listen, we got to get that goal difference up. You never know. It could come. I don't think it'll come to goal difference at the end of the season, but still, it'll be nice to have.
But I mean, I love this. This is why I love these predictions, because you have to have a giggle. You have to have a bit of fun and a giggle with it. But we'll do some last few comments and then we're going to finish up, guys. We're nearly 2 hours. I thought we were going to be quick today. I thought, right? Normally Kai leads me astray. I don't talk that much. I'm quite quiet. And Kai does all the talking and then we're here forever. I was like, no, Ashraf is going to be here today. It's going to be fine. He's not going to lead me astray. But no, it's you guys. I would have been done in like so fast.
Listen, time flies when we're having a good time and we're laughing at United and other clubs, but mainly United.
Hey now, we're not laughing at United. We're crying at United. Yeah, Akash, the predictions are long. They are long, but it's because we take them so seriously, because we're serious to take up Castle. We're serious people over here. Shen says, we're close to our favourite spot of 17th, so I'm not worried.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
Wow.
We have to enjoy
acceptance. Hey, listen, that's the 5 stages of grief, I guess.
Yeah. But no, I have to say, we have the best of all the fan bases in here because we're good fun. All boxed us says Brentford ain't happening. Guys, come back at me. The end of the season, come back and tell me. I'm telling you now, it's happening. I'm willing it into existence. And if not, I'm going into denial. No, I just think, do you know what? We want some surprises. We want some fun. I've put Ipswich like 13th or something.
Yeah, okay, that's that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's
that one was the worst. But, I know. I have.
Look, I think Brentford will do well. I just don't think they'll do well enough to finish top 4 because the reality is some teams, the bigger teams have advantages. Like Spurs have the advantage of 1 game a week and obviously all the money they spend. Chelsea have the advantage of 1 game a week and all the money they spent. I think there will be a drop-off for United a little bit, but not enough to get out of the top 4 or top 5. And Liverpool, while they won't challenge, but I think they have enough quality to stay above most of the other teams.
I have Spurs ahead of Liverpool.
Yeah, which is fine. I think maybe me too. I'm not sure, but I can't remember anymore. And City obviously will definitely be ahead of everyone else. That's where I don't see Brentford breaking in, but yeah.
Do you know what it is? I just think people are too serious. I know look, you don't want to be like silly season. You want to have like actual conversations. But I think as well, people are just too serious. People are so afraid of like, don't be wrong. You know, you can't say that. People on the internet will make fun of you. And I'm just like, do I look like I care if someone makes fun of me?
Yeah, I've never understood that notion. I always speak my mind, and I've always said, like, people get so scared of getting clipped up, which for me doesn't make any sense. Okay, you get a prediction wrong. Who gives a crap? Like, what does that matter?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect anyone's life in any way. So for me, hey, whatever you actually believe in, say it. Like, I have some crazy bold predictions that people don't like, but I say it anyways because that's what I believe.
Yeah, and that's it. I think once you mean it, doesn't matter.
Football heritage. The one thing I don't like is that people say something they don't actually mean. They just say it to rage bait others. That attention. I think is stupid. Yeah.
Attention junkies. But Football Heritage says everyone is scared to get clipped up and cook later on. The thing, and I think that's what it is. I think you have to have the I literally don't care attitude. I literally don't care. I have a problem. See, if someone's like nasty, I have a major problem. I just delete them. Just ban them. You should see my ban list for this channel. See if people are like nasty, ban immediately. They're gone. See if someone's like other than that, if you're not being nasty, I don't care. Say it, feel it. Be a fan. We are not pundits. We are fans. Act like it. Like, I do not care if someone thinks I'm silly. Not a bit bothered. I am. Congratulations. What's your point? Like, what's your actual point? So that does bring us to the end of the show, guys. Thank you to Mama Flossie. Do go give Ashraf a sub. As you can see, he's a very likeable Arsenal fan. There's not many of them out there. We found one, so do go check him out if you would like to do so. Shout out to All Boxed Up, Tom, Mama Flossie, and Back with Tom. Thank you all so much for being here, guys. If you forgot to hit it on the way in, please smash the like on the way out. If you're new here, subscribe here to Teacup Castle. We're normally pretty well put together. And we're not going to pick on you for supporting your team. Nobody's going to clip you up over here. I mostly clip myself up. And yeah, that's it, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is La Friday. Back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Watch along in the evening. Enjoy yourselves.